Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be explaining one of the most important reactions of the carbonyl compounds, the aldol condensation, and I'll also explain the mechanism of this reaction. So first of all, before going on to the mechanism of this reaction, let me explain what is meant by aldol condensation and which type of carbonyl compounds will undergo this reaction. So first of all, let me see the definition. So aldehydes and ketones containing the alpha hydrogen. So mainly we are considering this alpha hydrogen. So first you need to know what is meant by alpha hydrogen. So this is the carbonyl group, that is CO group. Okay, C double bond O group is the carbonyl group. So the carbon which is attached to this carbonyl group is called as the alpha carbon. So the hydrogens which are attached to the alpha carbon are called as alpha hydrogens. So all these hydrogens are called as alpha hydrogens. So first of all, we need to know what is meant by alpha hydrogen. So the carbon attached to the carbonyl group and the hydrogens attached to this alpha carbon are called as alpha hydrogens. Okay, so whichever aldehydes or ketones which contain alpha hydrogens, only these aldehydes or ketones can undergo this aldol condensation. So let me take this example. Okay, this is the carbonyl group and there are two alpha carbons, that is two carbons which are attached to the carbonyl groups. So both are alpha carbons and the hydrogens attached to these alpha carbons are nothing but alpha hydrogens. Okay, so these type of, okay, I have given these two examples. So this type of carbonyl compounds which contain alpha hydrogens will undergo this aldol condensation. So what is the requirement of this reaction? Okay, so this requires the presence of a base like dilute NaOH. Okay, because OH minus should be present, which will abstract the alpha hydrogen. So the presence of this NaOH or any base, dilute base, is very much required for this reaction to take place. And there is one more term, that is self-condensation. That is, two similar types of aldehydes or similar types of ketones will undergo condensation to form this aldol condensation. There is also one more type of aldol condensation in which different aldehydes or different ketones can undergo condensation, but provided they should have alpha hydrogen, then such type of condensation is called as cross aldol condensation. For now, I'll be explaining the self-condensation reaction. Now, what is the product of this reaction? The product of this reaction is beta hydroxy aldehydes if you take aldehydes as the reactants, or beta hydroxy ketones if you are considering ketones as the reactants. Okay, so here, why is the name given as aldol? Because the product has both aldehydic group as well as the alcoholic group. So this ald, ALT from aldehydic group, and OL, that is from alcoholic group, alcohol as well as aldehyde. So when you join these both, we get aldol. Okay, that's why based on the product that is formed, which is called as aldol, which consists of both aldehydic and alcoholic group, the reaction is named as aldol condensation. Okay, so this is about the simple introduction to this reaction of aldol condensation. Now let me go to the explanation of the mechanism of this aldol condensation step by step. So first what we need to do is, before going on to the mechanism, let me just give the general reaction. So how the two aldehydes will combine together to give aldol, and suppose if this aldol is made to undergo dehydration, then what is the product that is obtained? So let me take the simple example of acetaldehyde. So here we have CH3, CHO plus one more acetaldehyde. We know that acetaldehyde has alpha hydrogen. So in the presence of base, so let me take it as OH minus. So we get the aldol. So CH3, COH, H, CH2, CHO. This is the product. So again, if this undergoes dehydration, we get one more product. CHO. Okay, so here we can see that this is just the general reaction of this aldol condensation. So two aldehydes here, both these have taken the same aldehydes and they have alpha hydrogens because this is the alpha carbon and hydrogen attached to it is the alpha hydrogen. So in the presence of base, we get the aldehyde. So you can see that in this product, there is OH group and aldehydic group. That's why we call it as aldol. This, when it undergoes dehydration, there will be unsaturated group that is developed. Okay. So here you can see this is the aldehydic group. This will be the alpha carbon. Next carbon to alpha will be the beta. So we get alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes. Okay. So that is the final product if you are making this aldol to undergo dehydration. So let me just explain how this product, that is the aldol product, is formed, and then when you make it to undergo dehydration, how this alpha beta unsaturated compound, alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, how is it formed? So coming on to the first step of the mechanism. The first step is formation of enolate carbanion. So first, let me just write this aldehyde, okay, that is acetaldehyde. And let me just represent the structural formula so that it will be easy for you all to understand. Okay, so this is the acetaldehyde. So first step, the base will attack and abstract the proton, that is it abstracts the hydrogen, especially the alpha hydrogen. So what happens is you can see that this minus, that is the minus charge of the base, will abstract the OH minus charge, that is OH minus ion, will abstract the one of the alpha hydrogen. It can abstract any of these alpha hydrogens. So once it abstracts this, so OH and H will combine together to give water molecule. So this bond will be shifted to the carbon. So we have CH, H, COH. Okay, and since this bond has been shifted to the carbon, this carbon will get negative charge. Okay, so this negatively charged carbon, okay, so because of the negatively charged carbon, this is nothing but the carbanion. Whenever carbon bears negative charge, we call it as carbanion. So here we have this formation of enolate carbanion in the first step because of the attack from the base to the alpha hydrogen, so that it abstracts the alpha hydrogen and forms the enolate carbanion. So this is the first step. Let us go to the next step. What happens? So we know that now we have the enolate carbanion because of the abstract of one of the alpha hydrogen. So second step is the nucleophilic enolate carbanion attaches to the carbonyl carbon of another acetaldehyde. We know that aldol condensation is the combination of two aldols, that is two aldehydes, sorry, or two ketones. So now we have only considered the first aldehyde. Okay, so suppose now we know that there are two aldehydes which are involved, two aldehyde molecules. So one aldehyde, it has already been converted to the carbanion because of the abstraction of proton. So now this will attack or this will combine with the other molecule of the aldehyde. So CH3, CHO. Okay, so now what happens here? This carbonyl carbon which is attached to the electronegative oxygen, this will be more prone to the attack by nucleophile. So this is a nucleophile because it is negatively charged. So here you can see that this negatively charged enolate anion will go and attack the carbonyl carbon of the other molecule of aldehyde. So what happens is this bond shifts here. So we have CH3. This is this part what I'm writing. Next, here we have this carbon, but one bond is shifted to oxygen. So we have O minus. This carbon is also attached to hydrogen. So I'm writing the hydrogen here. Now, this carbon has been attacked to this carbon. So you have to write here. The carbon is bearing two hydrogens and it is also connected to the aldehyde functional group. Okay, so here we have the formation of a new bond, that is between this carbon of one acetaldehyde molecule and the carbon of another acetaldehyde molecule. So because of this, in this step we have the formation of new carbon-carbon bond. So next, coming on to the last step, how the formation of aldol takes place. Okay, so we have this product, that is in the second step we have the product O minus CH2 CHO. So this we have obtained in the previous step itself. Now last step is this will react with water molecule, that is which is there as a solvent. Since we already know we are taking dilute NaOH. Okay, so dilute NaOH means NaOH solution in water. So the product which is obtained in the second step will react with water molecule. So we have the final product. So here water, it contains two hydrogens and one oxygen, that is one OH and H. So whatever the H is present, H plus will go and combine with this O minus. So we have CH3. This becomes OH because it is combining with one of the hydrogen. Then CH2. Then other things does not change. Okay. So if H plus is removed from this H2O, what is remaining? OH minus will remain. So this OH minus will be further used as a reactant to convert, to abstract the hydrogens, to abstract the alpha hydrogens of the other aldehyde molecules in the solution. Okay, so that the reaction will proceed. Okay, so here at this step we get the final product, that is aldol. So we know that there is a OH group that is present here and the aldehyde group which is present here. Okay, and specifically we call it as beta hydroxyaldehyde because this is the alpha carbon, this is the beta carbon. So hydroxy group is present on the beta carbon, so we call it as beta hydroxyaldehyde, or in common words we call it as aldol. So finally, if we want to prepare alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, then we have to conduct this experiment at a very high temperature. So how do we do this? So let me write the aldol that is obtained, that is beta hydroxyaldehyde. So this was the aldehyde which we obtained in the previous slide, as I've already told, as the final step of the reaction. Suppose we want to make it to undergo dehydration so as to get alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, we need to remove one of the hydrogen and the OH group. So OH is a leaving group, so we have the final step, we get alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. So CH double bond CH CHO. So we have this alpha carbon, beta carbon. So we have alpha beta unsaturated. Unsaturated is nothing but double bond or the triple bond usually we call, but here it is a double bond. So alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. This will be obtained only in the presence of high temperature. So I hope this video makes it clear how to write the mechanism for aldol condensation reaction. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel as well as share it with your friends. Thank you for watching the video.